Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast.
This is a show dedicated to helping you become a better organist.
We're your hosts, Vidas Pinkevičius
and Aušra Motuzaitė Pinkevičienė.
We have over 25 years of experience of playing the organ.
And we've been teaching thousands of organists online from 89 countries since 2011.
So now let's jump in and get started with the podcast for today.
We hope you'll enjoy it.
Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 736 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Alessandro and he writes, I'm writing to you to ask for advice about my situation as a passionate organist with health problems. I suffer from diabetes. Therefore, I have problems with the pedalboard to find the notes due to the decrease of the sense of position typical of the disease. I also have vision problems with difficulty reading the three staves at the same time. I had built in the past a good repertoire, even done some recitals. Now I feel like I lost everything. I was already a slow learner. Now it takes me a long time to study a piece. In a month, I would like to show a friend the first movement of the E-flat major Trio Sonata and the Dorian Toccata by Bach. But the effort and the mistakes are so many. And if I think that I mastered these pieces, I get discouraged and go days without practicing. I would almost like to start studying or revising the organ from scratch because I really like it a lot. I wanted to ask you if you have any advice or any of your courses to propose to me that would help me to rebuild a repertoire gradually and with confidence. Years ago I completed your course about first sight reading. Thank you for your attention. Greetings, Alessandro. So, Alessandro is in a difficult situation, right?
Yes, because of his health problems. But I know that it won't make, Alessandro's life or anybody's life much easier, but I can tell you that with years we all experience more and more health issues and health problems, and we have to deal with them. Because, if you really love the organ, you need to find a way how to continue playing it.
It doesn't mean you have to play the pieces that you originally set out to do. And it doesn't mean you have to play in a strict timeline. Learn as fast as you were able to do in the past. But you could take step-by-step approach and take on easy pieces, not necessarily E-flat major Trio Sonata.
Or Dorian Toccata. These two are, like major Bach pieces. And they are really technically and mentally demanding. Well, what about that, pedal sensitivity, because he loses it in his feet due to diabetes? What would you suggest to that?
I think most importantly is to decrease technical demands, reduce technical demands from your repertoire and simply enjoy playing. If you enjoy playing Bach, which I think you do, you could simply play easier, shorter pieces, maybe chorale preludes by Bach, and not necessarily think about doing everything by the deadline. Right, Aušra?
Yes, and especially if diabetes also affects his vision, then maybe really easier repertoire will help, and maybe try to do some improvisation That way you could save your vision actually.
Right, because there are and have been in the past a number of, for example, blind organists who primarily play improvised music, sometimes with big exceptions, notable exceptions like Helmut Walcha, who recorded complete works of Bach, but he had a system of memorizing Bach's music, and of course he had help in doing so. So in Alessandro's situation, I would think easy improvisation would be nice to think what he likes, what he enjoys. Free improvisation or chorale-based improvisation, and go from there.
True. Maybe if a problem is reading music from free staff notation, yes, maybe do more pieces for manuals. That way you would avoid, it would be easier for your eyes and you won't need the pedal.
That's right. Maybe harpsichord pieces, right? On the organ.
Yes.
Some
You could play some Pachelbel's music. He
maybe Bach's
has nice variations set.
two-part inventions.
Yes.
Yes, as also says, Pachelbel is a great choice.
Play Frank's organist. It's all without pedals.
Exactly.
And some of the pieces sound very nice and actually not easy at all.
Yeah, just expand your musical horizons. Don't limit yourself on the major Bach works. I think a lot of organists that we get messages from tend to stick to the standard repertoire and stop exploring limitless possibilities of unknown composers, of forgotten composers in the past, of even contemporary composers. Right? Seems to me that a lot of composers only can become playable if they're dead.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sad.
And yes, improvisation would be a great help for you if your vision is deteriorating further because of diabetes, for example. Then you have to think ahead, think about the future. How can you make music with decreasing vision, right? And obviously improvisation here would play a major role.
Yes, that would be a solution that I
The
would
most
look for.
important thing is not to feel discouraged and not to feel like you have lost everything. There is always something more to lose, right?
Definitely. And if you think that your situation is bad, then know that there are so many people who are in a worse situation than you are.
Yes.
Of course, there are people without any health issues, but that's not often the case.
And just find a way, as Osha says, find a way, adjust, and probably evolution is not survival of the fittest, right? Not the strongest are surviving throughout the millions of years, but those who can adapt, like cockroaches, right?
Yeah.
They say
Nobody can, kill them.
yes. They're definitely not the most terrifying predators of all time, but they can adapt, they can survive major catastrophes, and dinosaurs, biggest hunters of that time couldn't.
Yeah. So just, be smart and don't be too hard, for yourself. Just love yourself and enjoy what you are doing.
Yeah, small insects had very small demands on food, right? On seeking food, and big predators like dinosaurs had huge demands on or finding food, and therefore they couldn't keep up, right? So the same is with music. When your health deteriorates, you can't keep up with your previous expectations. So then reduce your expectations and maybe still make music and enjoy it.
Because definitely there is a lot of repertoire which is still very beautiful, and really nice and easier managed.
And your friend would absolutely enjoy easy pieces as much as as much as they would enjoy big Bach works, I think.
Definitely.
Because the most important thing is just keep trying, keep practicing, and not think about what you cannot do, but think about what you can do. Hopefully this was helpful to you and others. Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. This was Vidas.
And Usha.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
this podcast is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online.
It has hundreds of courses, coaching, and practice materials for every area of organ playing, thousands of instructional videos and PDFs. You will not find more value anywhere else online.
Total Organist helps you to master any piece, perfect your technique, develop your sight reading skills, improvise or compose your own music, and much, much more.
Sign up and begin your training today at organduo.lt and click on Total Organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
If you like our organ music, you can also support us on Buy Me a Coffee platform.
Find out more at buymeacoffee.com/organ.